Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Tavian Sanitary Milong bringing you guys an episode of Play by Play. This episode is basically about Section 8 Prejudice, which is also on the Xbox Live Network, PlayStation Network, and the PC. This is a $15 sci-fi shooter that basically gives you the idea of a little mixture of Halo, a little bit of Bulletstorm in there. But this is the actual sequel to the original Section 8. Now, this one right here features a full-length campaign. So if you guys haven't got the idea of what it's about, well, you guys can check it out on multiple platforms, PC, Xbox, and PS3. Like I said, it is $15, and this is a pretty good campaign. People been, they've been raving about it. It's got a pretty good multiplayer. So if you're looking for that sci-fi first-person shooter with, dynamic combat, that's where it's at. Definitely check this out. Now I'm gonna give you guys an idea of what's, pretty much what you're getting. You play as Alex Cord and discover the sinister series of betrayals that pretty much threaten humanity's survival in the single-player campaign. And you compete in various multiplayer modes with up to 32 players, from the extreme strategic play of Conquest to the hordes of robust AI opponents in Swarm. And I mean, it's kind of have the strategic concept. You got your snipers, you got your assault rifles, you got the whole nine, jetpacks. It's really good, really dynamic, large maps. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, for the future play-by-play episodes that's coming out from DQ.com, I just want you guys to know that we're going to have another person come on the show in the near future, and we're going to be basically looking for a second host of this show. Two people run the show, talk about games, and let you guys know what's going on. If you haven't been able to play the demo, Xbox Live is out, something happened, possibly PlayStation Network is down. But this is basically what we're going to be doing. We're going to give you an idea. So let's go ahead and stop talking about it. Let's go ahead and get into the campaign. As you guys can see here, you got the campaign, Conquest, Swarm, and you got pretty much your basic main menu. It's a really simple based menu here. You got dropships, helping options, extras, unlock full game, return to game lobby. I'm going to take you guys to the trial right now. The campaign is it's pretty dynamic. Like I said, you got your basic courses. You got to go through your basic stuff. The shooting is good. The lock-on targeting is good. Me, of course, I turn my sensitivity all the way up.
Often a treacherous and deadly process. Early efforts.
But like I said, the game has that whole Halo-ish feel to it. More Halo than anything, but the actual environment looks similar to Bulletstorm.
And a new force, the Armored Infantry, was created as the guardians of a new utopian Earth and its colonies.
So we're going to go ahead and get into it, just show you guys what it is. Basically, in the first beginning of the game, you're going to go through a bunch of, tutorials, help. It kind of has that, first stage of Call of Duty feel where they take you through all this, tutorials and mapping and coursework just so you can learn the game. But as you guys can see, the game is visually stunning. I mean, it's not on par with Bulletstorm, but it does have its similarities. The lighting effects is neutral. Some parts of the game are kind of off and on when it comes down to lighting. I think they could have did better with that. But you actually have to pay attention to some of the grains and some of the granules in the game to actually say, okay, that's amazing graphics. I mean, you can look around here, look at some of the characters, look at the visual effects. So, I mean, it's okay, for a $15 game, but basically that's what they're aiming at. They're aiming at that it is a $15 sci-fi shooter, and you get what you pay for. I mean, I don't know what most people are looking for when it comes down to this kind of stuff, but this is a really good game, if you're looking for that futuristic sci-fi.
Use your ocular zoom to increase accuracy.
We're going to go ahead and do some lock-on zoom here. I'm aiming down the sight.
In battle, fast-moving targets of the bitch. Luckily, the taxpayers were kind enough to provide us with some lock-on tech. Line up with the target and activate your lock-on.
Now, as you guys can see, there's not really a, you know,
Lock-on is a key battlefield
not a lot of
event,
control
but it
here
must be charged
when it's actually
through
the AI is controlling you. There's not really, you know, you have to stand here, you can't move, you know, like your basic first-person shooters. This is more of you have control of the game, you know what's going on. You know, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and not even obeying what it's asking me to do here. So asking me to shoot the pistol, and I'm still shooting the assault rifle.
Going to need to draw faster than that, amigo. And finally,
your control scheme is pretty much the same. You have, you know, your X button, which is to reload on your Xbox 360. You know, your right trigger to shoot, your left trigger to aim down your sights, your Y button to switch your guns, your B button to crouch. You know, it's pretty much the similarities of other FPSs. You know, they're all playing out with the same Call of Duty feel. And you can kind of flick the L trigger and actually be able to lock on to your targets.
You need to sprint for several seconds to activate overdrive.
So they did take some similarities between Call of Duty and some similarities between Halo. You could tell by the textures and you could tell by the weaponry. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the overdrive effect. I know you guys probably think this is kind of boring, the actual tutorial. But since I am playing the trial, this is, you know, basic tutorials that they're making you go through. One thing I did like about the game, though, is the fact that you can customize weapons. I'm a really big weapons buff. I love weapons, so when you're able to sit there and customize a bunch of loadouts, that's pretty awesome, I think. So what we need right now, we need some frag grenades. We're going to go ahead and attach that. And we're going to need some tools, which would be the repair tool. Let's go ahead and get the grenade here. Now let's go ahead and check out the options here and make sure that the controls is all the way up. Sensitivity is up 100%. I cannot play FPSs without playing with my sensitivity all the way up. I mean, I'm a mouse and keyboard guy, so.
Infiltrate the base and destroy the enemy turret with your grenades. Remember, grenades only.
There is no cover system, to let you guys know. Of course, there wouldn't be a cover system with FPSs, but sometimes you can find some with cover system.
Now, battle ain't always about blowing shit up. Intel and recon can tip the scales and save lives. Captain, hack the turret's control point straight ahead.
But like I said to you guys, in a nutshell, the game runs pretty smooth. Visually, not exactly what I would hope for. I mean, but like I said, what can you expect when the game is only $15? So it's okay. It's not that great. It's okay. There's a lot of similarities, like I said before, between, you know, Halo and Bulletstorm and games of that sort. You know, and some of you would say, well, you know, of course, Section 8 would be before Bulletstorm, which is true, very true. But I think they could have did better on the textures. The maps are beautiful. They're gorgeous. They're large. I love large scheme maps. You know, that's something that keeps me intrigued in the game. But For $15, I mean, right off the bat, it's kind of hard to really say. You know, I've played the game through. It's a thorough game, good campaign. You know, so I would say definitely check it out. You know, don't overlook it. It's something to get into. The multiplayer actually is where it's at. I'm a big fan of the multiplayer. 32 online players. That's good stuff for the Xbox 360. So I would definitely check it out for the multiplayer. The campaign is nice. It's got a good length. You know, it's suitable. But I would definitely, you know, sit down with your friends. This is definitely a co-op, you know, cooperative multiplayer game. So I would definitely say play with your friends, and you know, that'd be the best part right there. That'd be definitely the deal breaker. He's definitely playing this game. Your weapons, you have over 60 weapons, equipment upgrades, like I said. You know, it's really deep and dynamic for a $15 game. That's pretty damn good. I like to see more games like that. Definitely. So, you know, check it out, you guys. That's Section 8, Prejudice for the Xbox 360. $15. You get what you pay for. Check it out. You should like it. You know, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think they should have added and what they shouldn't have added. Okay? Alright, thanks, guys.